My life in my grandfather's house became full of suffering, worse than the first time. But the difference between this time and the last abandonment was that I was ready for it, but that didn't make it easier for me. Some days were harder than other days. Days when missing my mother would crush me so much I couldn't even face the world. The longing for her distracted me from my daily routine and made me feel weak, as if my survival had no meaning. And I call these days my bad days. My life was a struggle every day. As a young child, I could not avoid feeling guilty about what has happened to me. Every time when I think of my mother, accusation voice will speak. Your mother's absence in your life was all your fault. And now your mother is gone. Your choice to be born as a girl has ruined your mother's life. And remember, all she wanted was a boy, not you. You interrupted her plan about the child she wanted. You have become a girl against her will. So all of this, it is your fault. I tried to ignore it. I tried to find a solution, and I was wondering what I could do better to be accepted, because all over my surrounding, it was about how bad I was. Everything around him was describing how I was unwanted. But because I had no other solution and too much confusion made me hate my existence. I hate being reminded that I was an unwanted child. I regretted that I caused my mom pain. And sometime I will say, maybe one day I will figure out how to change and become a boy who my mama wanted. And if I became a boy, and then my mother will accept me finally. I blamed myself for everything that had happened to me. If you are reading this, if you are listening to this story, I want to tell you something. What my mom did to me as a young kid, I thought all it was my fault. I told myself that I have to deal with it and take full responsibility for the damage I have caused to my mom's family and for my mom as herself, for being who she did not want me to be. I treated myself as they told me. And also I felt like I brought myself into this world according to the way they explained to me and telling me. I thought that I contributed in my existence, and that contribution was worst decision. So for that reason, I accepted the pain. Whatever was coming on my way, I was telling myself, now the world is rejecting me because I come in too early. Maybe I was not even supposed to be here or exist. I felt like I interfered human existence and forced myself to exist among of human timeline or living system. I felt like I was accident to be born. I felt like I was not belong. I could not fit in, not in my family, not in my neighborhood, not in other kids, not even in my own body. I could not fit anywhere, and that shifted my existence, changed the system, the way I think and function. As I was growing up, that was something had contributed my existence. And as I'm speaking as an adult right now, when I go back and see the environment I grew up in, the capacity of trauma my mother family put me in reshaped me. They made me feel like unworthy, unwanted, a loser. Like, nothing hurts more than growing up knowing that you are an unwanted person, disgrace, who deserve nothing but pain, isolation, and loneliness, a cursed child, abandoned and rejected by everyone. This kind of identity, this description of who you are based on lies from people around you is worse than any kind of sickness, because it creates wound that never stop bleeding. I remember normalizing pain even when my mom's step siblings keep beating me up, abusing me. Violence became normal to me. I could not feel the pain because my heart was too damaged to notice grounding or feel presence. I was in another world. I could not connect to what they are doing. It had no matter. It matters no more. My mother and her family recreated me. Then the little Jeanette disappeared. I can't remember exactly what it was like to be a child, at 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old. I can't remember exactly how that feels like. I'm not